attention is my greatest asset because attention is what is ultimately going to determine the experience that you're going to have. Not about time, not about money, not about anything, any possessions that you have. The most valuable asset that anyone has is their attention, because where you place your attention is the quality of your experience. If you pay attention to what the world is doing wrong, you're not going to have a very happy life. But if you focus your attention in what the world is doing great, or how well you are doing because you're putting in the effort in trying to make things happen, that's when the quality of your life is going to be better. So therefore, for me, I my goal is to be very intentional on how I where I place my attention and how I spend my time. Because it's not so much about the activity that you do, but the attention that you place in these activities that is ultimately going to create the experience and emotions that you're looking for. So if you're hoping to get a good quality of life, then you want to be mindful of where you pay your attention. To me, it's very simple. There are mainly two groups of people, happy and unhappy. But how you achieve a level of happiness is dependent on where you place your attention. For example, person who continuously focus on what is wrong isn't going to have a very happy life. A person that is always focusing on what is wrong will be critical about the world, about themselves, always looking for ways to improve, probably a high achiever, probably somebody that is holding themselves to a standard that is pretty high, or at least there is some level of standards. However, another person who focuses on what is right about every situation and every person and themselves, I'm not talking about narcissists. I'm talking about genuine appreciation for good things. So when when I choose to see the good in everybody, I will be able to find it. It's not always apparent, especially if, for example, during traffic or someone cuts you in a line or somebody was rude to you. It's not immediate that I was able to look for the good. But at the same time, when you start practicing to find the good, when you start to intentionally place your attention on seeking the things that are right about life and about people or about you, about your job, about your environment, over time, you're going to be able to find it, because that's how you can actually really start taking control of your attention. For example, if someone cuts me in a line, then yes, I may be annoyed for a split second, but this is when I will remind myself I'm actually grateful for this situation because I'm not in a hurry. So, which means I have time to spare to enjoy this moment. I'm feeling peaceful and I'm feeling calm. And therefore, in this situation, somebody cutting in front of me reminded me that actually I'm at peace. I have the ability to forgive and to accept this situation without reacting. And that shows how far I've come along in my journey of training myself to be more peaceful. So immediately, this is how you intentionally create a better life for yourself. And that's why beyond anything, beyond any possessions, I think attention is ultimately the greatest gift and asset for everybody. Because as soon as you divert your attention on things that are good, that will bring you joy, immediately the quality of your life is going to improve.